Hello and welcome to this lesson on powers and roots in algebra. By the time you finish this video, you will be able to first recognize and recall the laws of indices, including powers of powers, multiplying and dividing indices, negative powers, and fractional indices. And next, understand how to apply these laws step by step to simplify algebraic expressions and why we add, subtract, or multiply the powers. Finally, apply the laws of indices to simplify expressions and solve equations with unknown powers, making sure to simplify first before comparing indices. Let's get started. In algebra, powers are written using a base and an index. Here, 6 is the base, and 8 is the indices. The indices tells us how many times the base is multiplied by itself. Now let's look at the main rules for working with powers and roots in algebra. These rules are called the laws of indices. First, any value raised to the power of 1 stays the same. So a to the power of 1 equals a. Any non-zero value raised to the power of 0 equals 1. When multiplying powers with the same base, add the indices. So a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n equals a to the power of m plus n. When dividing powers with the same base, subtract the indices. When a power is raised to another power, multiply the indices. A power outside brackets also applies to every value inside the brackets. A negative index means we take the reciprocal. So a to the power of negative n becomes 1 over a to the power of n. Finally, fractional indices represent roots. A to the power of 1 over n means the nth root of a. For a to the power of m over n, take the nth root first, and then raise the result to the power of m. These index laws help us simplify algebraic expressions involving powers and roots. Now, let's apply the laws of indices to two different examples. We are multiplying 5y cubed by 2y to the power of 5. Because both terms contain the same base, y, we can use the multiplication rule for indices. When powers with the same base are multiplied, we add the indices. So, y cubed multiplied by y to the power of 5 becomes y to the power of 8. Next, multiply the numbers in front. 5 multiplied by 2 equals 10. Therefore, 5y cubed multiplied by 2y to the power of 5 equals 10y to the power of 8. Notice that the numbers are multiplied normally, while the indices are added because the base is the same. Now let's move to another example. Here we need to find the unknown value of x in an equation involving powers. We have 2 to the power of 3x equal to 2 to the power of 6. Because the bases are the same, the indices must also be equal. So 3x equals 6. To find x, divide both sides by 3. This gives x equals 2. So the unknown power is 2. The key idea is simple. When multiplying powers with the same base, add the indices. But when two powers with the same base are equal, compare their indices. These rules make expressions involving powers much easier to simplify and solve. Now let's dive into some exam-style practice questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Let's simplify k to the power of 4, all raised to the power of 3. This is an example of a power raised to another power. The rule tells us that when a power is raised to another power, we multiply the indices. Here, the first index is 4. The second index is 3. So we multiply 4 by 3. 4 multiplied by 3 equals 12. This means k to the power of 4, all raised to the power of 3, becomes k to the power of 12. We do not add the indices in this example. We only add indices when we are multiplying powers with the same base. But here, one power is raised to another power, so we must multiply the indices. Another way to understand this is to think of k to the power of 4 being multiplied by itself 3 times. That gives us 3 groups of 4 k factors. Altogether, there are 12 k factors. So, the simplified expression is k to the power of 12. Remember this key rule. When a power is raised to another power, multiply the indices. Let's move on to another example. You can pause the video and try it yourself. We are told that p to the power of y is equal to p cubed multiplied by p to the power of 6, all divided by p to the power of 8. Our goal is to find the value of y. First, look at the two powers being multiplied in the numerator. We have p cubed multiplied by p to the power of 6. Because the bases are the same, we add the indices. So 3 plus 6 equals 9. This means p cubed multiplied by p to the power of 6 becomes p to the power of 9. Now the equation becomes p to the power of y equals p to the power of 9 divided by p to the power of 8. Next, we use the division rule for indices. When dividing powers with the same base, we subtract the indices. So 9 minus 8 equals 1. Therefore, p to the power of 9 divided by p to the power of 8 becomes p to the power of 1. Now the equation is p to the power of y equals p to the power of 1. Because the bases are the same, the indices must be equal, so y equals 1. The final answer is y equals 1. This question uses two index laws. First, when multiplying powers with the same base, add the indices. Second, when dividing powers with the same base, subtract the indices. A useful way to remember the method is to work from left to right. First, simplify the multiplication in the numerator. Then, simplify the division. Finally, compare the indices.